Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Samurai 8, Chapter 5. When we last left our heroes, Hachimaru came home to Daruma and Hachimaru's dad having some kind of an argument. It's a little... so Hachimaru's dad seems to know more about samurais and shit than he was letting on, and Daruma wanted more answers, but he did not get any answers, which then led into a fight between Hachimaru and his dad. As Hachimaru claimed that his dad never wanted him to leave the house at all. And in the end, Hachimaru decided to go with Daruma to train to be a samurai. So let's jump right on into Chapter 5, heading out. So I'm imagining that's what's going to happen here. The boy and his beloved dog on a grand adventure. We have a picture of Hachimaru and Hayataro at like a waterfall. The new sci-fi samurai story is going swimmingly. Let's jump right on in. So we open back at the backyard with Daruma is like holding his blade sheathed. I can feel the horse samurai's aura emanating from here. Must be a hidden door. Don't know what that's about. Horse samurai? But we cut back to Hachimaru, who is patting Hayataro on the head a little too forcefully. Hayataro, we're gonna get, like, trained in being samurai for real! Aw, I'm so happy I can take you with me, Hayataro. What do you think the training will be like? Meow? And then, back with, I think, Daruma. Daruma taps his sword on something. And yeah, he's in a hidden room with, like, a robot horse. Seems to be functional. He jumps onto its back, and he, like, puts his paws on these little, like, buttons that bring it to life. A sword's bone hilt. He came here to put it back, huh? That father is definitely too knowledgeable about samurai. So, yeah, Hayataro's dad is somehow responsible for this horse, and he put the hilt in the horse. Alright. And Daruma takes the hilt out of the horse and puts it inside of his arm and closes his arm up. Huh. Who forces people running away from home to pack all this stuff? We're back with Hachimaru. I do like the way it shows, like, a cloud's shadow over Hachimaru, but not over most of Hayataro. Who forces people running away from home to pack all this stuff? We've been waiting here for ages. There you are, Hachimaru. And he opens his eyes, and he sees Daruma on the horse. Is that the horse samurai's? This is no mere holder. It's a key holder. It holds everything a samurai owns. We're taking it to the training safe house. Finally! Awesome, let's go! Onwards! And Daruma kind of looks down, and Hachimaru notices this, and he looks over at him, and Daruma's passed out. He fell asleep? Master, why are you taking the key holder? Did you plan on getting it? Even after I gave you a ride on Hayataro? At the moment, I am a samurai without a key holder. Do all samurai... so he's asking why Daruma needs, like, a separate horse. But Daruma does not have his own key holder at the moment. Do all samurai have to have one? Are they important? A key holder is more than a partner. It's a samurai's weapon, armor, shield, and transport. And above all, it's a symbol. I'll tell you the rest of the safe house. Okay. They continue flying off. They get to the safe house, and they land, and Hachimaru plays with Hayataro for a little while, and Daruma smiles. We see this, like, ball, like, spewing energy, or maybe it's like an engine that's, like, the blast of heat behind it. I don't know. Whoa, what's that? No, wait, this is the safe house. So they're I guess they just, like, stopped for a second. Then they're back on the move, and they're at this, like, this river goes into a cave with these gigantic stone statues in front of the entrance. Do you see the stone statues? Fly into the space between them. Yeah! And he flies into them, and the statue's hand moves, and, like, he falls off of it. And he falls into the water, and he looks up. What happened? Meow meow! Huh? The statues are moving! What's going on? Master Daruma! And Daruma's passed out again. Who the hell needs a character who falls asleep during the action? You're just too weak to fight, huh? I'm gonna start calling you Master Snore. And then the statues like, start to move, and one readies a fist at Hachimaru. What? Are you sure, Hayataro? Then the statues are holders? Looks like we've got to do everything ourselves, Hayataro. And he readies his blade, even without training. A samurai is a samurai. And I'm at least a bit like a samurai. And he flies, the statue punches, and he flies past it and over its head. And one grabs for it, but he, like, barely gets out of the way. And he readies his blade, and he, like, makes a slash, but nothing really happens. Too tough! Even tougher than that cake tank. Just what are these statues made of? And that he is distracted by the fist, but Daruma comes in and blocks it. Huh? Master Snore! I did not allow you to change my name. Vajrayaksa. Sword stroke. And we see from, like, the force that he's putting into the blade and the fist, the statue falls backwards. Huh? Master Daruma! Look behind you! Behind you! And the other statue is coming for Daruma. Stay quiet and pay attention. This is how a samurai fights. And he opens up his arm and picks up the other blade that the dad put in the horse. And he grabs it. And... oh, he grabs that and he takes the soul out of his chest and puts it on the bone hilt. Okay. He went from his stomach? That, the proof of courage, is stored in the samurai's stomach. Is a true blade every samurai possesses. And he puts it on the hilt, and the blade glows. A samurai soul! And he makes a cut across the statue's, like, diagonal chest area. And it cleaves in two. Falls apart. He cut it! But the other statue is now back, and stirs and is going for Hachimaru, and unleashes its fingers from its hand? It's got missiles now! Get us away, Hayataro! A samurai doesn't only have a sword, and Daruma presses down on the horse's back, and a thing pops out of it. 2 guns? What? Guns? And Daruma starts shooting at the missiles. Alright. Gah! And the missiles all explode behind Hayataro. Huh? You missed one. They scattered! And yeah, there are more missiles that are exploding. Well, and the horse transforms into armor for Daruma, I think. Time for the final blow. And he flies past Hachimaru. He's fused with a flying armor? Or is it a shield now? And yeah, the missile, like, blows up against the shield that Daruma's produced, I guess. We see a bunch of explosions all around Daruma and Hachimaru. Vajrayaksa, Eye of the Sword! And Daruma cuts it straight up vertical in half. So cool. Real samurai fights are unbelievable. Apologies for earlier. I fell asleep before I commanded the gatekeeper holders to stand down. Hayataro, do you think I'll learn to do all this too? Meow. Hayataro is just a simple holder for now. He can't become a key holder until he gives you the bone hilt. What's a bone hilt? Take this out, Hachimaru. And he presses down on Hayataro and another bone hilt pops out. See this? That's a bone hilt. It becomes the hilt of a samurai's sword. Well, you have this in your possession. Hayataro is your key holder. And he, like, clicks a button on it. And he just, like, grips it. With this, I'm finally ready to start my samurai training. Let's do this already. Onwards. Ready, set, go. The lessons start now. Chapter 5, end. Alright. So, there isn't a whole lot in the story of this. There's a little bit of the continuing mystery of Hachimaru's dad, with him having the horse. The big thing, though, is, the big centerpiece of the chapter is the fight with the gatekeeper holders. And that, I feel like, is kind of marred by the problems this series has pretty much had from the get-go. Of just, the art is so busy that at times it's really hard to figure out what is going on at any given point. Like, y'all saw me reading the chapter, there's a lot of, like, I think he's doing this, but maybe he's doing that, I'm not quite sure. That's kind of been my big complaint with the series as a whole so far, I guess. All of the fights like that are kind of like, what is going on exactly? But it's still, if you squint at it, you can figure out what's going on pretty easily, I feel. And yeah, beyond that, there's some good comedy about Master Snore. And then we have Hachimaru with his bone hilt from Hayataro. So Hayataro is now an official key holder. Honestly, that's about it. It's a pretty light chapter plot-wise, not a whole lot to talk about. So I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!